class 8. Today in this video I am going to start chapter 15, that is circle. And what is a circle? A circle is the set of all those points, say P is anywhere on over here in a plane, each of which is at a constant distance from a fixed point in that plane. Now if you see this figure, fixed point is C, which is known as center of the circle, and P anywhere in the circle. If you take a point, the distance from this fixed point is always equal, and this line is called the radius. Okay, children? And radius, this is the radius in this, and C is the center of the circle, and this figure is called the circle. Now in this chapter we will learn some terms associated with circle. The first one is interior and exterior. Suppose you have taken one circle like this. C is the center of the circle. If any point is inside the circle, this is called interior. And always remember this interior. Suppose this point is P and this is Q, then CP is always less than CQ. Whatever the point is inside the circle, that is always less than the radius of the circle. Next is exterior. If any point is taken outside the circle, this is called exterior, and the distance of, suppose this is R, and CR is always greater than CQ. Means the CR distance is greater than the radius. It means R point is exterior of the circle. Chord of the circle. Now for chord, if any line whose endpoints are on the circle, which divide the circle into two parts, then this is called the chord of the circle. Diameter is also the chord of the circle, and diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Now next is diameter. As I told you, diameter is the longest chord, and diameter equals to twice of radius. Equals to twice of radius. Now next point is secant of a circle. Any line which passes through the circle is called the, and intersect the circle in 2 points, is called the secant of the circle. This line is secant of the circle. Now tangent. Tangent, what is tangent? Any line which touches the circle at one point is called the tangent of the circle. And at one point of the circle there is only one tangent, but from the exterior point of this tangent line, two tangents can be drawn like this. Now next one is arc of a circle. Any part of the circle, like this circular part, is called the arc of the circle. Next is angle subtended by an arc. If we have taken this arc and if we join this part of the arc from the center of the circle, this angle is formed. This is the angle subtended by the arc of the circle. Now next is sector of the circle. If we are taking the circle and an arc is over here, this is the center of the circle. If we join it, two parts, the circle is divided into two parts. So these are called the sectors, and the smaller part is called the minor sector, and the bigger part is called the major sector. Major sector. Now angle in a semicircle. If a circle is there, is divided into two equal parts, this is called the semicircle. Semicircle means half of the circle, and in semicircle anywhere by this diameter, if angle is formed, this angle is always equal to 90 degree, whether it is this side or this side, anywhere 90 degree. Like this, if we draw another angle over here, this is also equal to 90 degrees. So these are the terms associated with the circle, and in the exercise 15 all the questions are given related to these terms only. So I think you have understood all these questions. Go through the example given in the book and then you will be able to solve the questions of 15 exercise. Now I am explaining question number 3 of exercise 15. The question is, find the length of the tangent drawn to a circle of radius 3 cm from a point at a distance 5 cm from the center. So this is the circle, this is the center at 5 cm away from the center of this line, center of this, a point is there, from one tangent is drawn and the radius of the circle is 3 cm. Suppose this is C and this is A and B. Remember that when from the center, if a line is drawn to the tangent of the circle, it always makes an angle of 90 degrees. So triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, and through the Pythagoras theorem we know that the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of square of other two sides. It means AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So AB we have to find out. BC is given, radius of the circle is 3 square, 3. So it is 3 square equals to 5 square. Now this will be equal to AB square equals to 25. The square of 5 is 25. And we'll take this plus 3 square to the other side. This will become minus 9, which is equals to 16. And the square root of AB square is AB, and the square root of 16 is 4. So the length of the tangent from 5 cm away from the center point is equal to 4 cm. Now I am taking question number 5. In this, the diagram is given. You have to find out the value of these lettered angles. As I told you that angle formed in the semicircle is always equal to 90 degrees. So this will be equal to 90 degrees. So, and we also know that the sum of all the three angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degree. So, to find out the value of x, we will write down 32 degree plus 90 degree plus x is equals to 180 degree. So, the value of x will be equal to 180 minus the sum of 32 and 90, which will be equal to 122 degree. And this is equal to 180 minus 122 is equal to 58 degree. So the value of x is 58. Now you can find out the value of y also, because this angle is equals to 90 degree, and 90 plus, and this angle is given 50. So 90 plus 50 plus y is equals to 180 degree. So the value of y equals to 180 degree minus 140 degree. 90 plus 50 is 140, and the value of y is 50 degree. So in this way you can find out the angles. Now another angle is here. This line is the diameter, because O is given, center is here. This angle is 90 degree. As you know that in a triangle, if one side of the triangle is extended, then the angle formed to the outside of the triangle is called exterior angle, and the exterior angle is sum of two opposite interior angle. It means x plus 90 degree equals to 122 degree. So x will be equal to 122 minus 90, which is equals to 32 degree. So in this way you can find out the angles, and remember the other properties of triangle also, so that you can do these questions easily, and you can get the value of whatever the unknown angles are given in these figures.